Hello my darlings, I hope you're all doing very well. I hope you are sitting comfortably, you are cozy and you have your snacks and your beverages at the ready. In today's video we'll be talking about a TikTok creator by the name of Bee. Bee has 715k TikTok followers. They are very popular, and I'm sure if you actually consume a lot of tattoo content then you may be aware of who Bee is. According to famousbirthdays.com, Bee was born on the 16th of April 1993. Bee makes a varied amount of content for their social medias, just from showing how cool and awesome they are, to hella cool makeup and costumes, and cute TikToks with their other half. Bee also uses their platform to raise awareness for what's happening in Gaza right now, which I think is freaking amazing. It's amazing to see someone that is so popular using their platform to make awareness by talking about it, making TikToks and resharing other people's TikToks.
So humanitarian aid is not getting into Gaza, and you might be asking yourself, like I am, what can we do to help? And here's a way you can help with communication. eSIMs. They're worried about a blackout, and if another blackout happens, a silent genocide can happen on the people of Palestine. eSIMs allow the journalists and the people of Palestine to have access to internet even during a blackout.
Basically, Bee is just a hella cool person all round. Recently, Bee has been documenting their tattoo removal process. Now, as you can probably tell, Bee has a lot of tattoos. I would definitely class them as heavily tattooed. They have a variation of blackwork tattoos, including their face and eyelids, which, ooh, ouch, spicy eyes. And yeah, in the grand scheme of things, Bee has a lot of face tattoos. I would say more face tattoos than the majority of tattooed people. And I've been aware of Bee's content mainly through doing my TikTok reaction series. So when I saw this video from them that was posted on the 18th of January at a tattoo removal appointment for their face, I was honestly quite shocked, and I feel like a lot of you would probably be quite shocked to know that someone that is so heavily tattooed, especially on their face, is going through the removal process. The caption for this TikTok says, "New year, new me. Thank you, Removery laser tattoo removal. I'm so excited to start this journey of removing all of my face tattoos and continue this metamorphosis as I continue to evolve." So let's take a look at this TikTok. First of all, big ouch, okay? Just ouch. It's hot, spicy, especially on the face where your skin is so thin, and oh. Second of all, what a huge journey Bee is about to be on. Like I was saying, Bee has a lot of face tattoos, and to remove all of those, it's going to be a very lengthy process. And going through the whole laser tattoo removal process is a lot for anybody, no matter where you get it on your body. But to have it on your face, oh, like you risk having some gnarly skin issues when you have a laser tattoo removal. Not always. Some people are super lucky and all that happens to them is their skin just gets really red and puffy. But for some people, there is blistering, just, if you're interested in what laser tattoo removal looks like when it's healing, Google it. I'm not going to put any images up here, just, yeah, let's keep it like not so gross today, okay? But yeah, to have laser on your face is a brave move. Like Bee said, they're having their tattoos removed with a brand or company or business called Removery. Now, to me, Removery seems to be amping up their social media presence hardcore. I am seeing quite a lot of people collaborating with them and doing sponsored posts with them or being mentioned. If we rewind back to September, I did 2 videos on a lady that had a lot of face tattoos on her face. Obviously, duh. But she said to start off with, she had face tattoos done against her will. I made one video about that and I felt incredibly sorry for her. And there was this TikTok content creator that felt sorry for her and got in touch with Removery to help her get her face tattoos removed so she could start a whole new fresh life. It then turns out that she had fabricated her story. And yeah, that was a whole hot mess, but Removery were all tied into that. And I believe they're actually still doing the laser removal still, even though it's a bit sketch, and yeah, it's a whole thing. The relative video will be linked down below if you don't remember that story anyway. But yeah, Bee is working alongside Removery for this whole journey. This comment confirms it. Can you film it every time? I love watching the laser videos. And Bee said, yes, I'm working with Removery, so we will have content for y'all. The comments on the first TikTok video about Bee removing their face tattoos obviously has a very mixed response. Mainly, a lot of people have a lot of questions, which I feel is kind of understandable. You're gonna get questions when you post this type of content. This comment says, are you removing everything or keeping certain ones? And then Bee replies, all face tattoos go bye-bye. So every single face tattoo is going. All of them. Are you removing the ones on your ears as well? I'm just curious how that process goes on the ears. And then Bee replies, no, I like my ears, which thank God, because I don't even know how painful getting tattoos removed on your ears would be. Would it be easy or would it not be? Because like when you get pierced on your ears, especially the cartilage area, oh my God, like, it's so painful. So I can't imagine laser being nice, but then maybe it isn't as bad. I've never been there. Oh my God, what about the ones on the eyes? I feel like I would be so scared. And Bee said not doing the eyelids, which, yeah. So it's not all face tattoos then, technically. But I don't even know if you can do laser removal on your eyes. I mean, actually, I imagine you could. I wouldn't want to risk it though, personally. No lasers near my eyes, thank you very much. I mean, I have been debating doing LASIK for many years, but I keep hearing and seeing horror stories about LASIK, and do they use lasers for that, right? But still, anything near my eyes, no thank you. This comment says, didn't you just get those? Got it last year, the centipede one. Side note, Bee was actually getting tattoos removed on their face back in 2022, but continued to get other face tattoos, but is now getting that tattoo, the centipede tattoo, removed. Oh my days. Am I crazy, or did you say previously you were in the process of removing your face tattoos? Yes, I still am. Again, I make bad decisions. Why? I got it because I was being impulsive and wanted to feel something. Oh no. I got the centipede. Oh wait, hang on. Bee is American, so their dates are completely different, because to me this is the 1st of May 2022, but I'd imagine as Bee is American, it's the 5th of January 2022. So 2 years ago. Wasn't that like a year old? How come you're removing them? Just curious. Good luck with the process. I just don't want face tattoos anymore. Like, to me, that's like terrifying. Like, what if one day I wake up and I don't want tattoos anymore? No, that's never gonna happen. Will take a few years, but hopefully you can completely get rid. I'm 2 years into my removal process. 2 years is such a long process. They said less than 2 years they'll be gone. Face tattoos are a lot easier to get rid of, which to me does make a lot of sense because like I was saying earlier, your skin is a lot more thinner on your face, especially like the forehead area. Ah yes, making more space, love that. And B said, no, just want a blank face, end of an era. And this comment says, it's going to be so weird to see you without them once they're all removed. And B said, you're telling me, I'm so curious to see what I look like. We can actually get a glimpse of what B would look like without their face tattoos, as B actually uploaded a TikTok in the beginning of November last year of them with no tattoos just because they covered them all up with makeup. So we get a glimpse of what they would look like without tattoos. The difference is wild. Like, they just don't look like themselves. And I don't know whether it's because I have done this also, like the whole covering my tattoos up with makeup process. And I had a full-on identity crisis. Like, I hated it. And just like looking at B without tattoos, it just makes me feel like, oh, it's not right. You know, like I just feel a bit like, oh, it's not normal. I think it's because you get so used to seeing people with tattoos and then for them to just disappear, it's just weird. But I guess because B is going to be on a very slow journey over the next couple of years to get all of the face tattoos removed, it'll be like a gradual thing that we see, and it won't be as so dramatic as, you know, having tattoos and then not having tattoos. On the 22nd of January this year, B uploaded another TikTok that says, I'm very excited to share my journey with Removery laser tattoo removal with you all. I have so much gratitude to enter this new chapter in my life. Please don't ever feel ashamed to change your mind. So in this TikTok, B talks about the face tattoo removal situation. There is a copyrighted song used in the background of this, so I'm not gonna be able to like upload it. So I basically took some screenshots and I'll just read what B said. They said, today I wanted to take the time to respond to some questions, and then B goes on to address people's concerns and questions with the fact that they have all of these face tattoos and now they're just like, no, get rid of them, I don't want them. So B says, why would you get all of those, it's meant to be face tattoos, and spend all the time and money? And B then says it's a form of self-expression and that they just wanted to change their face a little bit. A little bit. Of course, B's body, B's choice, okay? But to me, when someone wants to change their face a little bit, they either change the way they do their eyebrows, get a new lipstick, change the hair colour, maybe do a little bit of filler, a little bit of Botox. But just a bunch of face tattoos to me is not changing your face a little bit. That's a lot of it, okay? That's very extreme. Maybe not so extreme to someone that is heavily tattooed, because the more you get tattooed, the less extreme tattoos ever become to you. It's kind of like going to a hairdresser to get a trim, honestly. Like, going to get a tattoo nowadays for me is just nothing. It's not, I mean, it's obviously a very fun experience and it's exciting, but you know, compared to your first couple of tattoos where it's very scary and you're very nervous, you're like, ooh. And then B goes on to talk about the fact that they are now wanting to evolve and just have a different chapter in their life. And then B goes on to say, do I like these tattoos? Yes, for myself. And this one is a bit of a bizarre one to me, because to me, you don't remove tattoos that you like. So there is definitely more to this story, and there is, which we'll talk about further on in this video. But that one caught me off guard before I knew more of B's story. At first I was like, so you like these tattoos, but you're getting them removed? And then B goes on to talk about Removery, and my first gut instinct reaction was, sponsorship, extreme tattoo removal. That is very, very interesting. A lot of people are going to want to watch this and follow the whole journey. That is multiple videos over multiple years. There's a lot of money within this, okay? There's a lot of money. On the 28th of January this year, B then uploads a TikTok talking about tattoo removal and people's responses to it. The caption for this TikTok says, let people live, baby. And I think that might be always be a little kinder to each other.
I've been seeing a lot of videos on the topic of laser tattoo removal, and since I'm currently in that process, I'd like to chime in. And the timing's super weird because as I just started my process, apparently other people have been in the process or are now starting theirs as well. And the amount of negative comments I see on people's videos is really a bummer. If someone has a tattoo they don't want anymore and they decide to get it lasered, that is their prerogative. That is their body autonomy. That is their right.
And this comment from the first TikTok video that Bee posted about their tattoo removal kind of ties into this also. Someone said, I appreciate you being open about this. I'm in exactly the same place but nervous to start my removal journey due to all the judgment and questions. And then Bee says, ultimately, it's my life. People being that upset about what a stranger does with their body is weird. Do what you want. And ultimately, with the TikTok that we just watched and this comment, I completely agree. At the end of the day, it's Bee's body. They can do exactly what they want with it. But I also feel like it's okay for people to be shocked at this whole situation. You know, it is very, very extreme to have that amount of face tattoo and then to be like, you know what? I'm done with it. I don't want these anymore. I'm doing sponsored content now with a laser tattoo removal brand and I'm getting all of these face tattoos removed and it's gonna be a process, but it's fine, whatever, who cares? You know, this is quite a rare case and not something you see all the time. And when someone says they don't want their face tattoos anymore, it's so shocking. And of course, I have absolutely no issues with Bee removing their face tattoos. The only real issue I have is the fact that Bee is being quite blasé about the whole situation from what we can see. Like I have mentioned, Bee is working alongside Removery. So that basically means that Bee will be getting their laser tattoo removal sessions for free or very, very heavily discounted and possibly being paid for every bit of content that Bee posts or mentions Removery in. So to take such a nonchalant approach to this whole process of being like, it's fine, if you get your face tattooed or anywhere else tattooed, you can just remove it, don't worry about it. But there's a chance that Bee is forgetting just how much of a process and how expensive that is to people that don't have what Bee has. Access to laser tattoo removal whenever they want it. So yeah, the whole, oh, don't worry about it, you know, getting laser is completely fine, it's normal, in front of loads of people that don't have that type of privilege. Oh, it just gives me the fear. It gives me so much fear. Of course, it's not Bee's job to babysit people. Absolutely not. But I personally, and obviously we're both different, but I personally would have taken a much different approach to the whole thing. And I would have made these videos a lot more of an educational theme of saying, hey, you know, like, think about what you're getting tattooed on you. This is going to be a very lengthy process. It's going to be painful. There's going to be a lot of healing. And it's just all around not easy. But instead, it's kind of like, oh, well, you know, like, don't worry about it. And to be so brutally honest, I miss sometimes when tattoos were taken a lot more seriously. Like, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love how popular tattoos are and how much more accepted they are. But comparing like today to 10 years ago, oh my gosh, like the tattoo industry has shifted so much and I fully believe that's just because of social media. On the 8th of February of this year, Bee uploaded a TikTok with the caption, round 2, we started the second section of my face yesterday, Removery laser tattoo removal. So stoked to see what we can get done throughout this year. I'll keep you all updated as we go.
Laser tattoo removal round 2.
The top comment from this is no regrets. Oh, the unoriginality is just it. Oh. And this comment is something I've never seen before. But what if you regret getting it removed? And the response to this is something I've never seen before. And someone said, I regret removing mine. I've never seen someone say they regret removing their tattoos before. Because you could just redo the tattoo. Has anyone ever done that? Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if anyone has actually removed a tattoo and been like, actually, I regret that and I want my tattoo back. That's fascinating. I know where this is. Is it prepaid sessions? I had my money stolen when Dr. Tatoff went out of business, so I'm scared to start up again. And B responded, I would hit up Removery, and then Removery said, so sorry to hear that, SB, we can help you, just tap the link in our bio. Like, this whole thing, like I was saying, there is more to this story. And I wish Bee had led with it, but Bee doesn't owe us anything, obviously, because the reasons as to why Bee could be doing this as well is very, very heartbreaking and dark, but as a whole, this whole thing just sounds very businessy, very sponsored, and very like, go to Removery, get Removery, wah! And then on the 9th of February of this year, Bee uploaded a TikTok with the caption, "Round 2 of laser on my second area of my face, got my first session on my forehead, was a lot different than my cheeks, surprisingly." This TikTok is more of a vlog style video about their second tattoo removal session situation. In this video, Bee talks about their experience.
Okay, we're back for round 2. I was a little bit anxious this time,
And just how amazing Removery are.
but my technician today, she was so sweet.
The thing is, I completely understand talking about having a good experience. I do it all the time, every time I get tattooed. On the 17th of February this year, Bee uploaded a TikTok that says, "Let me live." And this TikTok is basically Bee telling anyone that questions what they're doing to suck their dick. Basically, that's, I don't know how else to put it.
Let me tell you how this is gonna work. You ain't gonna tell me shit. Listen, suck my shut up, listen to me. Suck my
Which, fair enough, I completely understand that thousands of people commenting about your life and about what you're doing to your body and all of that can be kind of annoying. But if you're not about it, and people's responses, hello, this is social media. This is the point of social media, people interacting with your content. Why share your journey continuously if it's like really annoying and it makes you kind of angry? And it just doesn't make sense to me personally. So this is where things get interesting. As we saw earlier, Bee said that they were only removing their face tattoos, minus the eyelid tattoos. Well, Bee is now removing their blackout neck tattoo. You know, we went from, oh, only my face, to now we're going a little bit more down south. You know, this is becoming a whole thing. In the caption for this TikTok, Bee said, "First session on the right side of my face and first session on my neck. So much more to go. I'm excited for the future. Thank you, Removery Laser Tattoo Removal." Now, as someone that has had their neck tattoo, ouch. I'm just gonna go with full on ouch for this one, honestly. I can't, nope, this is here to stay. Thank you. I'm stroking the wrong side. I mean, I do have stuff on my neck here, but the majority of it is like over here. I don't know my left and right, okay? I don't know my left and right. I do have Eleanor tattooed on my thumbs. Today it doesn't help me, okay? Sometimes it does help. Not today. I was stroking this side. It's so obvious which side the majority of my neck tattoo is on because it's not on this side, because the red equals not much on this side. Black equals more on this side. I need help. Anyway, of course, people had a lot to say about this situation. One of the most popular comments is this: when someone asks, "What are you going to do if you don't like them in a few years?" I'm just going to send them this. Which, fair enough. Honestly, that will shut people up. If you don't mind me asking, what made you want to do this? I just want to be blank in some areas. So we went from I just want a blank face to blank in some areas. I'm super curious if you're removing everything or just certain stuff. I've contemplated removal or just cover up and I'm on the fence. Bee then replied, face, neck, torso, back. That's a big portion of your body to be lasering, especially as Bee is heavily tattooed. Like face, neck, torso, back. Like that's just not the limbs. Why did I have to think about that? I'm having a day today. So yeah, we've gone from just the face minus the eyelids to the neck and the face to face, neck, torso, back. That's a lot of content. I'm going to read a comment now, and from this moment on, this might be quite triggering for some people, but I will be mentioning sexual assault and assault. If that's not something you want to listen to or hear about, I will leave a timestamp if you want to skip this section. I see this as finding peace. You have made huge body impacts. I feel this is you letting go of that era. Bee then replied, yes, I'm going to make a video about it, but multiple artists have sexual assaulted me and I just don't want to have tattoos there to begin with now. It's heavy, it's horrible, it's disgusting. Tattoo artists that take advantage of their clients, oh, there's a special place in hell for them. So incredibly sad that Bee has been through that, and anyone that ever goes through it. And the fact that these tattoo artists will do a tattoo on someone and then take advantage of their clients, and then that person is stuck with that tattoo, which is a reminder of the situation. Like, that in itself, to me, is a form of assault. Might be a bit extreme, but it essentially, to me, turns into branding, you know. Maybe not, I don't know. But while I was doing research on Bee for this video, I come across this article from Inked magazine, which as a whole I just don't like Inked, but whatever. So I'll read a little bit of this article. It says, I don't regret having my face tattoos at all. For me, this is a journey. Vanian says, that is Bee's last name. I think I'm saying it right, probably not. I got to experience life with my face being tattooed, and now I'm in the process of removing them because I'm on a different path in my life. I'm going through a metamorphosis, and although these tattoos bring me joy, sometimes they make me think about really hard times when I wasn't a very happy person, and I don't feel that way anymore. Vanian's tattoo journey began at 21, and almost immediately after getting their first piece, they started gravitating toward large-scale designs featuring heavy black work. This decision was not only informed by their love of the style, but as a means of gaining back autonomy over their own body. When I was 15, I'd met someone who I thought I was going to be with for the rest of my life. It turned into an extremely abusive relationship, and they were abusing me from ages 15 to 21. It took me until 21 to finally leave the situation, and it almost cost my life. That person had told me I'd never be anything. No one would ever want me as a friend, and no one would ever find me beautiful or attractive. They said I was going nowhere and I was going to end up dead. But then, that's when I started getting tattoos. After leaving the relationship, Vanian spent the next several years learning to love themselves. During this time, getting tattooed became a way to heal from the years of trauma they'd experienced. I wanted it to be covered from the neck down because for me it's almost like a security blanket. Vanian says, I guess you could say it was something to hide behind, and I felt safe in my little cocoon. Getting tattooed gave me confidence, and I just continued getting them little by little. So obviously Bee has been through a hell of a lot, especially in the past 15 years. That's a lot, especially being so young and going through such a horrible relationship. It's a lot. It's a lot for one person to take, and you know, to have artists assault you while you're trying to heal as well. Like, I just want to protect Bee at all costs. Like, I know I probably have sounded a bit harsh at times, but that's the person I am. Harsh but fair, maybe, or I will say my feelings. But I don't mean any ill will towards Bee in any way, shape or form, obviously. Like I said, Bee's body, Bee's choice. I, of course, wish Bee the very best with their tattoo removal journey. It'll be very interesting to see how it comes along within the next months and years, and to see how much tattoo Bee actually gets removed. It will be very interesting to see Bee as a blank canvas, or whatever Bee is getting removed, that being blank, and then maybe in a few years time Bee may change their mind and want to be tattooed again, or they're saying goodbye to a big portion of their tattooed skin for good. I would love to know your thoughts and opinions on this whole situation, and yeah, that's about it for today's video. I look forward to reading your thoughts and opinions, and until my next one, bye.